All right, today we're gonna roast Robin's channel, and that first of all, we're not working on this channel yet. Secondly, it's important to say you already have some great results from YouTube, right? That's what we see for many of our clients, that if they do YouTube properly, YouTube becomes their biggest organic channel. If you have a YouTube channel, you want to think of it like a good TV program that is just focused on one topic. All right, today we're gonna roast Robin's channel, and it's important to say, of course, that first of all, we're not working on this channel yet, right? So as of today, we're though producing a couple of videos right now for you. But these past videos, it's all like without our involvement, so we can really roast the hell out of them. Secondly, it's important to say you already have some great results from YouTube, right? So do you know more or less how much of your customers come from YouTube?
So like when it's only coming to organic leads, YouTube will bring the most of them. I would say like 40% of all organic leads.
Yeah, that's massive. So it's your biggest organic channel.
Yeah.
That's what we see for many of our clients, that if they do YouTube properly, YouTube becomes their biggest organic channel. Now, also, it's important to say that you're doing a great job. I mean, you're uploading regularly. It's not like, also on first glance, the thumbnails are looking sexy and so on. So it's not like this, we're not looking at a beginner's channel here, right? Also important to note, this is a German channel, right? So it translates some things, but your business is purely focused on Germany. So of course it makes sense to have a German channel. Everything else would be completely retarded. Let's start with the cosmetics. So your channel is called Robin Lerch, Grenzenlos, sicher. I think actually this is nice. Like the channel headline is Robin Lerch, Grenzenlos, sicher. Sometimes, like the question we often get is, should I choose my personal name or should I choose my company name or should I choose both? The answer is, often when you do both, it's the best mix of both, because we're working with business owners. We're not working with, like, Logan Paul or type of influencers, right? At the same time, if it's just the channel name, if this was like, let's say we removed your face here and we removed your face here, it would look very corporate, right? It would look like, it's like, I don't want to watch this, right? But we have your nice, friendly face here 2 times, which is amazing. Now, in terms of design, whatever, that's personal taste. I think this looks great. So there's nothing here to optimize. In terms of the content strategy, when I look at this, the first thing that's like literally jumps into my eyes is the average duration of those videos. Typically, like, you have some videos that are very short, like 3 minutes, 9 minutes, 7 minutes. So I would say, on average, these videos are more on the shorter side. Now, we already had this discussion once, right? And you said, yeah, who wants to watch a 10-minute video or 15-minute or 20-minute video about insurance?
Just insurance.
About just insurance. And what I say is, if you have a YouTube channel, you want to think of it like a good TV program that is just focused on one topic, and on TV, you also want to offer different types of durations for different audiences. So, for example, on your YouTube channel, let's check if you have shorts.
We have.
You have shorts. Right. So you're posting shorts. So these shorts are attracting an audience of people that, for example, right now that they're sitting on the toilet, or they have a meeting in 5 minutes, but they have some short time to watch some shorts, or they have whatever, but they have like a very short time frame, and they want to watch like a couple of shorts from you to get up to date on insurances or whatever. Then you have videos that are a little bit longer. So that is for people that are whatever, they are eating, for example, some soup. Like we had some soup, right? So they sit down and have the soup. They know, like, okay, I'll eat.
And now I want to watch something about insurance.
Yeah, they're like, they remember, oh fuck, I still don't have an insurance. I need to like make sure I have one. Then they search for insurance. You pop up. They have their soup in front of them, and they're like, let's say there's a competitor who has like a 50-minute video, and there's you with your 5-minute video, and they're like, okay, it will take me 5 minutes to finish my soup. Let me watch the 5-minute video, because the 50-minute video, I'll start watching it, then I'll drop it, and so on. So you have people for this, but then you should also always have content pieces for people that, for example, are about to like hit the treadmill in the gym, right? So they have 45 minutes, and they have in the back of their mind, shit, I still haven't decided on insurance, or I still don't know where I should live next year. I need to get some information about passports or whatever. And they they don't want to like watch a 5-minute video, right? They want someone that will go super deep, give them like lots of information, and just want to put the phone there and then run on the treadmill, for example, right? Or also very popular for YouTube, the what's extremely popular on YouTube and getting more and more traction is consumption on smart TVs, right? If you look at the YouTube consumption on smart TVs, it's like literally going up all the time. We have the same phenomenon in our freaking villa, right? Like we sometimes have some like monk chants on there, and it just runs for 3 days straight. I don't want to know how much money we made for the guys who own this channel, right? Because it showed probably 100 ad insertions. Now I don't think people will watch your channel like monk chants, but of course there's people who say, fuck it, let me watch some video about insurance on my smart TV, because I'm nicely situated in my sofa, and I have 1 hour now, and actually I need to get some information about this topic, right? So, super long story short, on a good channel, you want to cover all of these durations.
But one question, should I like, because like you can't talk a lot about insurance to one topic. So like when I talk about it like 10 minutes, the video is like I have said everything about this topic.
Yes.
So when I should make like videos for like 30 minutes, should like get the same topic and like just let me more time or go way more into detail?
Yeah. The truth is, there are some topics where you can go and talk about it for half an hour, and there's just other topics where it's not possible, right? What you, as a rule of thumb, you want to like, if there's no more value you can add, then you should literally just stop the video.
Okay.
So never just like keep talking just to keep talking, right? Of course, there's like, you can talk like a McKinsey consultant and like put a lot of information into 5 minutes, and then you can talk maybe a little bit more relaxed, and then it stretches it to 10 minutes, right? That's completely fine, because that's like your personal style, right? There's also people that just like repeat sentences 2 or 3 times, just say things in different ways. Me personally, I find that annoying, but like in general, that is your style, right? But long story short, there's some topics where you can talk about them for half an hour. There's other topics where you can't. And then if you can't, then never force it, because this will definitely annoy your audience at some point, right? Any other questions on that?
No, not so far.
Yeah. And then in general, if you can stretch the average duration of your videos a little bit, then it will generally benefit your channel. Okay. So if you just add a couple of minutes, not by just talking shit, but by generally adding good value, it will definitely benefit your channel. Because again, what YouTube is looking for is they want to have people on their platform for as long as possible. All right, so if they watch one 20-minute video of yours, they actually watch the whole thing. Wow, that's like a perfect sign for the YouTube algorithm. If then they even go on to watch the second like 20-minute video of yours, YouTube literally loves your channel. So 100% next time this person logs onto YouTube, your videos will be on the like starting page, because YouTube thinks, okay, the chance is pretty high that he will like, they will absorb a lot of content from this guy. Now, anything else on this topic?
So like, what would you say like if you have like a lot to say for example, this video, like we do like the best health insurance for digital nomads for 2026. I could talk about it if I want like 1 hour or 1.5 hour. Would you say there's like a limit for it? Or I say, okay, like you can do it as long as you add value to it.
You can theoretically do it, but the downside always of these long videos is that the complexity increases a lot in post production, right? So, like an hour, a 1 hour video, and like right now we're editing a video for you that's like 30 minutes. That's like already pretty long, you know. If you want to make a 30 minutes nice, that even minute 25 is like cool, and maybe there are some small animations and so, it just takes very long, right? So for an editor, you will sit on this thing for like a week, and so I would do 1 hour videos 100%. For our clients, oftentimes what we do is like the typical 1 hour video is the ultimate guide for whatever, you know.
Okay.
So right now we're working with a Facebook ads agency. They for sure they need to do one video, the ultimate guide to Facebook ads, right? Stuff like that. And well, for you for sure this would also make sense on
What we had one, but it's 30 minutes. I don't know. I can't like search for the longest video, right?
Yeah, I can't.
Okay, I don't know.
I think we could do it in the YouTube studio probably.
Ah,
We go to content filter.
but you can just type in guide, then you should find it.
Yeah, so for you, for sure, there's a couple of these topics that you could probably do like 1 hour guides on. And yeah, and that's it. Anything else? Otherwise,
Okay, so thumbnails are quite okay. Like, what do you think about the title?
yeah. So let's look at the packaging, right? So I think the thumbnails, what I want to say is really nice is that it's very consistent, right? You have your yellow signal color. The font is always black. You are in there as a recognizable kind of element that keeps showing up, and I think that's great, right? Because again, you have your like your channel branding is not just about Grenzenlos sicher, your company, but also about you, and that's great, right? So people literally, what happens in their head is this video pops up and they're like, oh, I know this guy, you know? Because not everybody immediately reads the channel's name. They first see the face, right? And like if this face pops up, I know, it's Robin. Okay, let me watch the video, right? So in terms of the thumbnail design, I think it's cool. It's consistent. Let's look at some title thumbnail combinations here. So the first thing that pops to my mind when I look at this is that these titles are very long. Like for 50% of your titles, they don't fit into, like they're all, you know, they stop here,
Yeah.
right?
But the problem is like internationale Krankenversicherung is
Very long.
quite a long word, yeah.
Yeah. But like for example, so okay, Auslandskrankenversicherung, gefährliche Mythen, die alle glauben. For some thumbnails, I'm sure we could make them shorter without losing. For some titles, I'm sure we could make them shorter without losing a lot of their meaning. So, for example, internationale Krankenversicherung, that's how the zone model works, easily explained. You could probably also just get away with internationale Krankenversicherung, das Zonenmodell, einfach erklärt. And so you get rid of so funktioniert das, which is like funktioniert is super long word.
Yeah.
Neue internationale Krankenversicherung, was kann die cross global cover? So like, I guess
Insurance actually.
Oh, this is yours.
That's
Nice. That's cool. Yeah, so kind of for titles, actually it's like quite simple. You can this like you don't even need a strategist for this. For titles, you can put them into Gemini 3 or whatever and say, can I make this shorter and snappier, right? Because as a rule of thumb, if the title is short and readable in these two lines, it's better than if it's not. Right? That's one small thing that I will definitely fix. And then you have a video like this, which I will definitely criticize.
I can tell you the story behind that.
So maybe just quickly to describe for
Yeah.
English viewers, what we have here is over 1,000 5-star reviews. That's what our customers say about it. So it's like a typical, I assume it's like a typical review video, right? Where you have like customer testimonials.
Yes, because like when you're looking for like a Grenzenlos sicher experience or like a rating, we want that this video should pops up when you Google it, like what are like the experience of Grenzenlos sicher. And so we do like our own video, and so Google can find it and can show it to people if they're interested. This is the only reason why we have this video.
Okay.
Not to like to get like many clicks. Like as you see, no one likes
Yes.
would look.
And has that worked so far? So have you tried Googling for it and it pops up?
Actually, no, but we can try now.
Let's try.
Yeah, here is it.
Nice.
So it worked.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. What I would generally do is put. So I don't know if you are doing this already in the videos, but put as many of these into videos, but in a subtle way, you know? So find some inserts where you can talk about, like, for example, if you like announce your own insurance, or if you talk about like, I don't know, April International Insurance, and you just find a very subtle way to say, yeah, and by the way, we worked with this client or with these people and they really liked it, you know? And then you have some kind of B-roll that like shows these people endorsing it. And you do it in it's like literally 5 seconds or so, you know? You don't spend like 30 seconds or whatever, like showing these case studies, but you do it in a very like nonchalant, subtle way. Something like this is cool too, especially if it gets found. That actually is a very like that shows that your YouTube channel is working already very well in terms of like SEO, which probably is because you just have been posting for such a long time and so
3
consistently.
years, yeah.
So
Like
many
2
videos.
videos every week, yeah.
Yeah, so YouTube really knows, okay, this guy is talking about fucking insurances for expats. I get it, you know? And then it immediately when you post a video like this, it knows what's up. What is this, for example?
This is like our animation film where what you see when you go like on a landing page as well.
So stuff like this I would always put as unlisted, to be honest.
Okay.
It's like a small thing, but it's like you want to keep in general, you want to keep the channel as consistent as possible. So that in theory, your ideal viewer profile, not your ideal customer, your ideal viewer profile can like watch every video, you know? And stuff like this, some companies are much worse, you know? They like put these testimonials, but they like literally spam them, like a single testimonial, like 10 single testimonials and stuff like that. And it always makes me cringe inside a little bit because it's not really content that anybody wants to see. Also like an introduction video or an explainer video is like nobody is really going to be like, oh yes, I wanted to watch the introduction of this thing, you know, or this testimonial. So I would just always put it as unlisted. This year is cool, right? Because we just checked it, it works. So that's amazing. Huh?
So I have one question maybe because of this video. So we have like once a year we invite all our employees from all over the world and we pay for it like to one place and we have like 1 week vacation. Like with a very nice villa and it's like we have a catamaran, we do a quad tour and a lot of stuff and we was like filming the whole week. And in my eyes this is a really really good video, really cool, but it has like only 300 views. So this is like a little bit yeah, like it makes me very sad actually because I like the video and it was a lot of work. But what do you think? Like, is it like because it's like the topic no one cares when you like invite all your employees to a vacation, or is it maybe the title or the thumbnail, or what could have we do better here?
Let's just watch the first seconds and then I'll tell you more.
Bitches. haben wir einen Luxuskatamaran gemietet, haben wir eine Quad-Tour gemacht, viele weitere Überraschungen gehabt, die geilsten Restaurants gegessen, dann eine absolut bezaubernde View für alle Mitarbeiter und natürlich auch viele Schulungen gemacht. Und was wir da alles gelernt haben, wie wir als Team halt zusammengewachsen sind und warum das auch so wichtig ist, was veranstalten, das zeigen wir euch jetzt. Tschüss. Nürnberger Flughafen. Wie ist gleich los? Wir haben nämlich einmal im Jahr unsere Vacation. Wir dachten uns, wir waren noch 1 oder 2. Schauen wir mal einfach, das heißt wirklich.
So I think it's so first of all, I haven't seen the whole video, right? But I trust that it's nicely produced and it's cool.
Yeah.
I literally think that the reason people don't watch this is because they don't really care, you know? Because like your video is a typical value-oriented channel, you know? People so far, like 90% of the views on this channel come from videos that give like hard-hitting facts, right? And also proven by the fact that your videos are so short, right? So like in a 4-minute 44 video about insurance decisions that you should take, there's not much room for you to like make a lot of jokes, tell like crazy personal stories or whatever, you know? So people come here, they get the facts and then they fuck off, right?
Yeah.
And and
But-
then this is kind of like an outlier, right?
Yes. But like the reason behind it was like to show the like people are interested to get their insurance pass, that they see, okay, we are a whole team, we are nice people, we are living this lifestyle,
Uh-huh.
and we like think a lot about to make our service better.
Mhm.
So this was like the reason why we made it.
100%. And I think this is a great video and it's good you make it, because I do think one opportunity, like let's think about high level strategy about this channel, right? One opportunity you have is to showcase more your person and your company as opposed to just the facts, you know, like the 6 top platforms for remote jobs. Yeah, that's nice, but also tell me about like what's your personal story? What's your personal business? A channel that does that very well, little plug, that is our client too, Nomad Capitalist, right? Like everybody knows, okay, this Mr. Henderson guy, he's like a personality, you know?
Yeah.
And you're like, you ask yourself, what is he like? And what does he like? What does he doesn't like? And kind of, you know about his company, you know about his preferences. He even talks about his like investments and wine, whatever, you know? So just in terms of how they showcase his personality on this channel and how his kind of company is showcased there, I think there's some things that we could learn from this on this channel too. And then what happens is you start like gradually introducing this change where it's like, yes, it's about the facts, but it's also about Robin and it's about his company and like behind the scenes and how it works and building trust. Then gradually you would see that these kind of videos where you talk about your vacation or whatever, they would start working better. You know? And a small change you can do is in your normal value-based videos, like your value-first videos, you just start talking, like add some anecdote there, you know? Like, hey guys, right now I'm here in Cape Town and I had these and these experiences. And then, so you like mix value with some personal stories basically. And you do that more and more. And at some point people start watching your video and they start, you know, being more interested in your life.
Okay.
I think that's a cool thing.
Yep.
It also gives you a lot of development potential. Now, kind of the downsides for people like Mr. Henderson, and something that we discussed with him, that we also discussed with other clients, is of course it makes the whole company, or at least this channel, it really makes it about you and the company. So you are at this point can't really take you away from this channel. No? But I would argue that at this point, it's anyways like you are the freaking face of this channel, obviously, right? So you have nothing to lose. You have just something to win, I would say.
Yeah.
Now, a little bit more on like branding or like let's say the packaging. I think your like the thumbnails are nice. The thumbnails are nice. The titles could sometimes be shorter. The one thing that you guys can improve a lot is how titles and thumbnails click together, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Because ideally, of course, you want your title to tell one story and the thumbnail to complete the story. So you have like a complementary synergy there. For example, 5 questions before you go abroad. What like make sure you know those basically. Um First of all, I don't think it's a good thumbnail. It's like very like a lot of small things there, right? As a rule of thumb, you want to have 3 elements on a thumbnail. You want to have a face, a text, and an element. And of course, in some cases, you can deviate from that, right? But in this case, we have basically you put all these 6 questions, you put them on the thumbnail, and it's so much that it's for me, it's like just overwhelming. I don't even know what to focus on, right?
Yeah.
So in this case, what would work better is, for example, your face and just like a big text, like a big box with a text, and then maybe one, like you're talking about 5 questions, maybe the short form of one of these questions, like a
Yeah.
um like one of the most surprising questions that people forget to ask and that you think would be the one that kind of hooks people the most, that opens this curiosity gap. um
Like the question about the banking account.
yeah, exactly,
Like one of these elements just.
yeah, exactly, like, I don't know, put as text, my banking, like, banking completely banking completely failed, or the how to avoid, like, you have this visa thing here, how to avoid the big visa disaster or something like that. So you take one of these 5 questions and you focus on that one instead of trying to kind of put 5 elements there, 5 questions, and nobody gets
Yeah.
anyone, right?
I got it.
And this way people see, okay, there's one question. Oh, I'm interested in this question. And they see your face. And then as a next step, they see the title and they're like, there's actually 5 questions, and like this one question I see on the thumbnail already is interesting. So probably I should be aware of all 5 questions because maybe I fuck up when I leave the
Yeah.
country.
Yeah.
So that's cool. And maybe as a last thing, what we can do is we go to your dashboard. When you look at your YouTube analytics, what are like things you pay attention to?
Actually, I like the top videos. I
Mhm.
always talking then, and then the viewers and the number of subscribers.
Okay.
I do have to say, like, the number of subscribers. I don't think if they're really important for us, but
Number of subscribers has been getting less and less important over the past years. It's like right now it's like one parameter in like dozens of parameters that decide whether or not you get visibility on your channel. So I think, yeah, I mean, like when I started YouTube, like whatever, 17, 16 years ago or so, YouTube, like, subscribers was literally the thing, right? Nowadays, it's more like a flex. So
okay.
you can have 0 subscribers and still get 100,000 views if your video is awesome.
Yeah.
So maybe let's look at this one. Is there like, you like look at your analytics sometimes in this way and you like, I shouldn't?
Yes, but actually, I'm not like going into deep to it.
Yeah.
Because like I see, okay, like in the beginning, it's always rising up, and then it's at some point it like flatten.
So I think the 80/20 approach to analytics is, of course, views is the most important thing.
Yeah.
Like if your views are low, then your views are low. It's obviously not a good video. Um, but what is actually actionable for you are a couple of things. First of all, the click-through rate.
Yes.
So how many people click this video based on
Well, what is like a good click through rate?
you can't really say because
Right.
it depends on the industry, so from industry to industry there will be different click-through rates that are good. Generally, like, for example, here we have like 5.6%. that's like, for sure it's not amazing, no? So amazing is something like higher than 10%, for example.
Okay.
You know, if you have like a 15% click-through rate, then, and also the click-through rate changes over time. Right? Like we have videos that have millions of views, and there the click-through rate might be 3% or so, because at this point, this video has been shown to so many people, right?
Okay.
So the click-through rate is more something that needs to be kind of observed over time and compared to other videos of yours.
Okay.
But it is a sign of, is my packaging good or not? Now, second thing I would look at is the average view duration. Generally, the higher the better, and that's like the thing that YouTube cares about, right? And then, what you can look at is, yeah, actually here we can't see it yet. Okay, the video is just a little bit too small. But maybe the next like very actionable thing that I would look at is the retention. Right. So as a rule of thumb, if you're like above 70% in the first 30 seconds, that's like really, really strong.
Okay.
I'd say like 75%. Wow, that's like amazing retention for the first 30 seconds. If you're like between 70 and 60%, that's still good. We were like below 60%, could be better. So 57% is still not like horrible or something. It's good, but it's not very good.
Okay.
Right. And then what we always do with clients, with our own channels, whatever, is we look at these bumps. So what happened here that made people more interested or that made people lose interest, right? And that is something like you don't need to be a scientist or so, right? You look at this, you see, okay, let me check this bump, right?
Yeah.
Maybe it was an advertisement, maybe it was something super funny, some statistic or whatever, And then, okay, so here's like pricing. People probably just paused it and they wanted to see the pricing.
Yeah, I got it.
Like, okay, let me check how much this stuff cost, right? And then that's the most important stuff, basically. So, we could roast on for hours, but I think we have some new guests here. We need to welcome them.
Yes.
And I think we also discussed a lot. Is there anything else, like quick questions or so from your side?
Right now, no. It was really good. Some very nice informations. Especially like there's the time.
Yeah.
Maybe I should like do more like long videos, because actually I try to be as fast as I can all the time, because I think, okay, it's insurance. People don't want to hear a lot about it. Just give them all the information they need and then just finish.
Yeah.
But maybe I should like rethink about it.
Yeah.
So,
Sounds good.
thank you very much.
Welcome.